Session 1, please come down. PET session. Make them sit there. Check.
Ma'am, don't come down.
Hello everybody, I am Pallavi. So we are performing one of my favorite songs, and can everybody clap with me for a second, please? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Everybody, come on, clap with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Everybody, come on. Kandara
Good morning, children. Requesting all the students to remain silent. The guest is on his way to the auditorium. Teachers, kindly take care. Children, keep silent, quiet, please. Those who are standing, please be seated. Students to be seated. Second floor gallery. Ma'ams, please keep them seated.
Check.
Some journeys inspire, some achievements create history, and some individuals remind us that no dream is beyond reach. Today, we have the rare privilege of welcoming a distinguished officer whose dedication to our nation reflects the highest ideals of service, courage, and commitment. Our esteemed guest, Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla, enters the auditorium with a guard of honor. Let us honor his presence with a heartfelt and enthusiastic applause, requesting all the students to give a big round of applause. Louder, please. Good morning to our esteemed guest, Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla, Mr. Naresh Jetty, the founder and CEO of KIYE, respected Chairman Malka Kumreya sir, Director Pallavi ma'am, CEO Yashasvi sir, Director Tribhuwana ma'am, respected Principal Jyoti ma'am, Junior Principal Shanti ma'am, our beloved heads of organizations, teachers and my dear students, a very warm welcome to each one of you.
सपनों को पंख तभी मिलते हैं जब हौसले उड़ान बन जाते हैं। जो हार मानना नहीं जानते वही एक दिन सितारों से भी आगे निकल जाते हैं। आज का दिन केवल एक कार्यक्रम नहीं बल्कि हर उस विद्यार्थी के सपनों का उत्सव है जिसने कभी खुले आकाश में निहारते हुए मन ही मन सोचा होगा, क्या मैं भी एक दिन ऐसा कुछ कर पाऊं जिस पर मेरा देश गर्व करे।
Now we request everyone to kindly rise for Vande Mataram.
Shubhanshu
pilgrimage towards greatness begins with illumination. In the timeless ethos of our civilization, the ceremonial lamp symbolizes the triumph of knowledge over ignorance, hope over uncertainty, and wisdom over darkness. As we celebrate a pioneer who journeyed towards the stars, let us first kindle the flame that has guided explorers, visionaries, and seekers through the ages. May I request our esteemed guest, Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla, along with our distinguished dignitaries, to kindly light the ceremonial lamp.
Shubham Kurutvam Kalyanam.
As the sacred flame begins to glow, our students will present Ashai, a musical tribute celebrating hope, courage, and the boundless power of dreams.
Buddhi vinashaya, Deepa Jyotir Namostute, Deepa Jyotir Namostute, Deepa Jyotir Parabrahma, Deepa Jyotir Janana, Deepa Jyotir Parabrahma, Deepa Jyotir Janana, Deepa Haratu me papam, Sandhya Deepa Namostute, Deepa Haratu me papam, Sandhya Deepa Namostute, Shubham Kurutvam Kalyanam, Arogyam Dhanasampada, Shubham Kurutvam Kalyanam, Arogyam Dhanasampada.
As the sacred flame begins to glow, our students will present Ashai, a musical tribute celebrating hope, courage, and the boundless power of dreams. May every note inspire us to believe that every extraordinary achievement begins with an extraordinary dream.
कुछ गीत केवल सुर नहीं होते, वे आने वाली पीढ़ियों के हौसले की आवाज बन जाते हैं। आशाएं ऐसा ही एक गीत है जो हर मन में विश्वास जगाता है कि बड़े सपने देखने का साहस ही सफलता की पहली सीढ़ी है।
Ashai, 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 Ashai,
यह गीत आपकी प्रेरणादायक जीवन यात्रा का सजीव प्रतिबिंब है कि कभी एक साधारण विद्यार्थी की आंखों में पलने वाला सपना आज करोड़ों युवाओं के लिए आशा, विश्वास और हौसलों का प्रतीक बन चुका है। कहते हैं कि हौसलों में जब विश्वास की लौ जलती है तभी सपनों की उड़ान सितारों तक पहुंचती है। जो अपने संकल्प पर अड़िग रहकर आगे बढ़ते हैं, एक दिन पूरा विश्व उनके साहस को नमन करता है।
We request our esteemed guest Shubhanshu Shukla sir, Chairman sir and Yashasvi sir to kindly grace the stage. I request you sir to come onto the stage. Yes, now only. May I request our respected Junior Principal Shanti Ma'am to deliver the welcome address and to share the pride and joy of Delhi Public School Nacharam on this historic occasion. We also request Chairman Sir and CEO Sir to felicitate the guest. As a heartfelt tribute to our distinguished chief guest, we are delighted to present a magnificent portrait of Shubhanshu Shukla sir, beautifully crafted by our art teacher, Mr. Upayan.
A very good morning to all my dear students seated here. With such an esteemed guest, let our eyes be fixed on the stage. Good morning to everyone, respected members of the management, distinguished guests, teachers and my dear students. There are moments when words seem inadequate to express what we feel, and today is one such moment. Like many of you, I have explored our planet through Google Earth, zooming out until cities become tiny dots and borders slowly disappear. But today, standing before us is someone who has not merely imagined, watched it on a screen or read it in a book. He has lived it. Can we give a big round of applause to Shubhanshu Shukla sir as we felicitate him. Keep clapping, children. Let's have the cheer clap for him. Since humanity first entered space more than 6 decades ago, billions of people have looked up the stars, but only a few hundreds have ever experienced the privilege of traveling beyond Earth. Thousands dream of becoming astronauts. Thousands of highly accomplished pilots, engineers, doctors and scientists apply. In NASA's recent selection, more than 8,000 people applied, but only 10 were selected, not even a fraction. And today, one amongst that rare group of human beings stands before us. As I welcome him, I feel deeply honored on behalf of our management, DPS and Pallavi group of schools to truly welcome him. It's our immense privilege to welcome Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla, Sir, Indian astronaut, fighter pilot, test pilot and an extraordinary symbol of courage, discipline, perseverance and national pride. Let's keep putting our hands together as we read the profile of Sir Shubhanshu Shukla Sir AC, known by his call sign Shuk. He is an accomplished Indian Air Force officer, experimental test pilot and an astronaut. Born in Lucknow in 1985, his journey into aerospace began with his selection to National Defence Academy straight out of school, an early sign of his drive and independence. Commissioned into the IAF in 2006, Shuk trained on the MiG-21 Bison and flew operational missions from key frontline bases. His exceptional flying skills and leadership earned him a commendation in 2009 and later selection to the prestigious Fighter Combat Leader course. Children, let's keep clapping because each one of the lines that I'm reading is an accomplishment that we all dream and you as students must keep aspiring. Where he graduated as the best in flying. In 2018, he became a qualified test pilot from AST and expanded his expertise through an exchange program at Edwards Air Force Base in the US, where he flew the F-16. Next year, he was selected by ISRO as in one of the India's first astronaut trainees. Keep clapping, children. Under the Gaganyaan program, completing foundational training at Russia's Gaganyaan Cosmonaut Center in 2025. Now we must clap for this historical movement that Sir was able to achieve a billion dreams that he made come true. Keep clapping, children. In 2025, Shukla flew to the International Space Station as the primary pilot of AXA Mission 4, becoming the first Indian to conduct scientific research in microgravity aboard the ISS. His space flight experience now spans training both Soyuz and Crew Dragon systems, giving him a rare global perspective on modern space flight. In recognition of his leadership and courage during the mission, he was conferred the Ashoka Chakra. Please continue clapping, children. This auditorium must resound with your claps. Conferred the Ashoka Chakra, India's highest peace and gallantry award, by President Draupadi Murmu on 26 Jan 2026. Along his astronaut career, he is pursuing a master's at IISc and leading research on extraterrestrial habitat development using Martian real-logarithm. Currently based in Bangalore with his family, Shukla continues to contribute to India's defense and space programs as a symbol of excellence, innovation and national pride. Thank you so much, sir. We are truly privileged to have you all with us.
Thank you, Shanti ma'am, for those gracious words and for beautifully expressing the pride and joy of Delhi Public School Nacharam and the DPS GO schools on this remarkable occasion. Your words have truly set the tone for a celebration that honors excellence and inspiration.
Every institution is guided by a vision, strengthened by values, and inspired by leaders who dream beyond the ordinary. We now have the privilege of hearing from a respected visionary whose leadership, dedication, and unwavering commitment have been instrumental in nurturing a culture of excellence at DPS Nacharam. May I request our respected Chairman, Sir, Shri Malka Kumraya, Sir, to address the gathering.
Good morning. Good morning. Today DPS Nacharam and all our DPS schools and Pallavi schools is a special day, and today we have a great person visited our school and he is with us. He is none other than Shubhanshu Shukla, or astronaut. And this school visited by Abdul Kalam ji and RSS Chief Mohan Bhagwat and so many other great leaders visited our school. And for any development, any growth, or any students or any citizen wanted to develop and grow big, means we have to work hard and we should be sincere, and our dreams and aims should be very clear, like our Shubhanshu Shukla. And he joined in Air Force, then he has studied in NDA college, and so many his achievements are Shanti Madam has already spoken. Like that, for Indian defense and aerospace, his contribution is tremendous, and is one of the first person to achieve so many space awards, and he won so many awards, and he is with us. And today bringing to here Nacharam is to create interest in our students. Whoever is interested in science, technology and aerospace. This is the main motto, and we are going to have the lot of future conversations with him, and whoever want the students to go to and develop a career in aerospace or defense, we are going to have this. And first this conversation started with Dr. Satish Reddy, our DRDO chief, and he was an advisor to the Prime Minister, and he gave me the idea we should bring Shubhanshu Shukla to DPS Nacharam. And he also visited so many times to our school, and recently visited our engineering college also. Now everybody is waiting to listen to him and have a questions. That platform we should open. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Your words have reminded us that true education is not only about acquiring knowledge, but about building characters and preparing young minds to create a meaningful impact in the world.
As we continue this inspiring celebration, we now invite the young and dynamic leader whose guidance and commitment we have played a significant role in shaping the aspirations of young minds. A leader who believes in nurturing excellence, encouraging innovation, and creating opportunities for students to discover their true potential. May I request our respected CEO, Yashasvi sir, to address the gathering.
A very good morning to all of you. I'm just thinking, next if I have to speak, how do I make sure that you all can be silent? I'm still not able to figure that out, but I'm sure all of you here are here today from about 16 of our campuses. Why are you all here? Why do you think all of you are here? Why do you think all your teachers have taken out special time and effort for this program today? Let me tell you, Shubhanshu Shukla ji has given our school, our group of schools, this great and special opportunity to visit and spend time with all of you. And the best part about it is that he has accepted that he will have a direct interaction with all the students across all the schools. So he has said, I will answer questions, as many as, not all of you, but a few of you all. So anyone who has any questions today, you all can raise your hand that, Sudha ma'am will be moderating the session. But a few takeaways from this discussion, my request will be that keep silence, because this time that sir is spending with us is very invaluable. I was asking him a few questions about, sir, when did you know you would be an astronaut? At what age or what path of your career, where were you when you decided you will be an astronaut? And then sir said, no, I did not know. At that time, there was no opportunity at a very early stage in our life where, if I could become, I want to be an astronaut, I don't know what should I do. So sir was a fighter pilot, and then he joined the NDA, he did different things, and then now he's an astronaut. So sir, thank you for giving us this time and opportunity for all our kids. I'm also as excited as all of them are to hear all the questions and
School Nacharam and proud to welcome the distinguished chief guest, Mr. Shubhanshu Shukla. Chairman Mr. Malka Komareya sir, Director Mrs. Pallavi Malka, CEO Mr. Yashasvi Malka sir, Ms. Tribhuvana ma'am, our Principal Ms. T. Padmajyoti ma'am, Junior Principal Ms. Shanti Antony, members of management, teachers, my fellow students, a very good morning to one and all. Some occasions are remembered. Some are enshrined. Today is such a milestone etched in mind. Every child, at least once in their lifetime, has looked up at the sky and wondered what lies beyond those stars that we so love. Well, most of us might only wonder and dream, but few of us chase that dream until it becomes a reality. And we stand today, this morning, in presence of one person who did exactly that, Mr. Shukla, a proof that curiosity chased far enough becomes destiny. At Delhi Public School, we hold this creed that learning must serve more than mere ambition or need. Well, our purpose is to shape the curious and the kind, the principled in spirit, the steady in mind. Learning here is not confined to the classroom. Every single child carries some unexplored talent, and our task is to help find it. Whether it be in academics, research, technology, the arts, leadership, service, or sport, DPS does it the best. We hold science in equal regard, where our STEM programs, Atal Tinkering Labs, AI marathons, robotics, astronomy, and research projects have earned laurels at state and national levels and have taught students how to think. Our sporting life reflects the same conviction. Competing at district, state, and national levels have taught us that success is not measured merely by medals, but by character and commitment. And yet, for all our pursuit of excellence, there is one thing that stands out the most: value education. It is the foundation on which everything else is built. We are taught that science without ethics cannot serve mankind, and knowledge without character builds nothing of lasting worth. The seed of inspiration and curiosity was planted many years ago in 2011 when in DPS Nacharam, our ex-president Shri APJ Abdul Kalam came to inspire our students, which gained fruition when many of our alumni have ventured into the fields of aeronautics and aerospace, and his legacy continues to inspire us even today. Our students also take regular trips to NASA and complete robotics workshops conducted at NASA. We've had opportunities to discuss with many astronauts as well, and we've shaped career choices of many DPS students, guiding them towards the field of space and technology. As the students of DPS Nacharam, we are proud to belong to a school that lets us dream without limit while keeping both feet firmly on the ground. Thank you for honoring us with your presence today, sir. And when you leave this campus, remembering that Delhi Public School Nacharam is a place where character is shaped, curiosity is kindled, and every child learns that the sky is not the limit, it is merely where the journey truly begins. Thank you.
Thank you, Ananya.
Achyut Chaturvedi from Pallavi Model School, Hyderabad.
Learning fosters creativity. I repeat, learning fosters creativity. Creativity fosters thinking. Thinking fosters knowledge, and knowledge makes you great. Namaste, respected chief guests, dignitaries, members of management, principal, teachers, and my dear friends. I am honored to represent the Pallavi group of schools, a place where learning goes beyond the classroom and curiosity becomes innovation. At Pallavi, we are encouraged to ask questions, think scientifically, and develop solutions for real-world challenges. We believe that every child is a researcher, an innovator, and a future leader. The vision has earned our school recognition as one of India's 35 best and most effective schools by the Center of Innovations in Public Systems. Our commitment to innovation is reflected to Gaganyaan, the Telangana's first school-based startup supported by the government of Telangana. From introducing artificial intelligence, data science, coding and robotics to collaborating with EdTech in Finland, we are preparing the students for the future. Our students have made us proud by emerging as winners for the Smart India Hackathon, Atal Innovation Mission, and Future Innovators Forum at IIT Hyderabad, where we develop eco-friendly sanitary pads using just banana fibers. Through the collaboration with NRSA, NIN, and participation in South Asia Pacific Decarbonization Program, we are exploring space research, sustainability, and scientific innovation to create a better world. At Pallavi, science is not confined to laboratories. The Sustainable Development Goals are integrated into our curriculum, inspiring us to become environmentally responsible citizens. Through Cyber School program with Telangana Police, we are learning to become responsible digital citizens and cyber warriors. At the same time, Pallavi believes that true education builds both intellect and character. Through Bhagavad Gita learning, Bal Vikas, Pranayama, martial arts, and the unique Pada Puja ceremony, we learn values, discipline, gratitude, and respect. Our excellence extends to sports as well. With achievements at SGFI, CBSE clusters, international competitions, and Guinness World Records in Taekwondo and Rubik's Cube, along with India Book of Records for reviving the traditional Indian games through Atulya Bharat. As I conclude, I would like to leave you all with these inspiring words. Every scientific breakthrough, I repeat, every scientific breakthrough begins in a classroom where curiosity is encouraged and questions are celebrated. At Pallavi Group of Schools, curiosity inspires innovation and innovation shapes the future. Together, we are nurturing the scientists, innovators, the leaders of tomorrow. Thank you and Jai Hind.
Thank you for sharing the meaningful thoughts. We sincerely appreciate your contribution and inspiring words.
The greatest learning happens when curiosity meets wisdom. For our young minds, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to interact directly with a person who has experienced the wonders of space and transformed dreams into reality. We now invite our students for an engaging question and answer session with Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla, sir.
Good morning to all the dignitaries on the dais. All of us are here waiting for the most awaited part of this momentous event. You have so many questions bubbling in your heart and mind to ask our very own Indian astronaut, Mr. Shukla, sir. So without further ado, I would request all of you to keep your questions ready. We would be having a stage round as well as an audience round. So anybody on the stage wants to have the privilege of asking the first question to our astronaut, sir. Oh. Our CEO, sir, is the first person who is so excited to ask the first question to sir. May I request our CEO, Yashashvi, sir, to ask the debut question.
Sir, so previously you were a fighter jet. So being a fighter pilot is more about control. And being an astronaut and survival in space is more about a lot of protocols, procedures, and working with people from different parts of the world. So how is it different, and what did you have to unlearn to be an astronaut?
Thank you, Yashasvi, for your question. But before I answer the question, I would like to say good morning to DPS. Good morning, DPS. See, इतनी देर से आप लोग बात कर रहे हो, बहुत आवाज़ आ रही है. But when I say good morning, I don't hear it back. Can we have it one more time? Good morning, DPS. Hey. Yes, that is more alive. You know, you feel alive in this audience. The top row, last row, can you hear me at the back? You can raise your hands if you can hear me. Okay, fantastic. Very happy to be here, to be talking to all of you. You know, in the recent past, probably the largest audience that I am addressing. So thank you to the organizers, thank you to the team for bringing me here. And if you all promise me that you will listen and you will not talk amongst yourself, I will probably show you some great fun videos from space. How about it? Do you want to see that? Okay, so I will come back to Yashasvi's question. The difference between being a fighter pilot and becoming an astronaut. I think the major difference is that you have to learn the ability to work in teams. We still work in teams when we are in the Air Force. We still work, with a lot of planes that are going together for combat. But in that cockpit, in the plane that you are sitting, all decisions are yours. Nobody else is there to help you. Whereas in a space capsule, there is a big team. There is a huge team on ground. There are people from different countries, different cultures. And you have to learn the skill of working with everybody to make an efficient team. So I think team working was the biggest change or biggest delta that I had to learn when I was transitioning from being a fighter pilot to being an astronaut?
Thank you so much, sir, for that clarity. We now move on to the student questions. The first question goes to Ms. Shriya.
A very good morning, sir.
It's on.
A very good morning, sir. I am Shriya from Pallavi Model School, Alwal. My question to you is, sir, if you had to point us young students and entrepreneurs in India towards one important space-related problem, what would it be, and why do you think we should start solving it today?
Actually, there are a lot of problems that need to be solved in space as we go to moon and then eventually Mars. But I think sustaining human life in space is the most difficult challenge. It is very hard to sustain life even on the International Space Station, which is at an altitude of about 400 kilometers, very close to Earth. But when we talk about going to moon, you have to have self-sufficiency when you are there on the surface of the moon and be able to sustain life on moon. So I think that would be one challenge which kind of we are already working on right now, but that is the problem that we need to solve before we can have some humans living on the moon in the near future. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. I think a lot of us students now know where we need to work on to create an impact on space. So thank you so much.
I hope you do. And there is one more problem which I would want all of you to work on. Whoever is interested in space exploration, if you can solve the problem of space toilet, I think that would be something amazing. It is not something that is great as of now. So if we can find a solution to that, that would be something really great.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Good morning, sir. I'm Siddhant Balaji from Pallavi Model School, Boinpalli. Sir, I would like to ask you that how did you first feel when you saw Earth from space? Like, what was your wow moment?
Did all of you get his question? He was asking that how do you first feel when you look back at Earth from space? The first thought that comes to your mind. So it is a very different perspective, beta. You have never seen this perspective. I have been flying all my life, but the maximum that I had flown was around 15 kilometers, 15, 16 kilometers of altitude. So you never really get out of Earth. You always are within Earth. You never really see as Earth from the outside. So the first time when you get to space and you look at Earth from the outside, the first feeling that is very strong, that comes very naturally, is that you are from there. That is your home. The Earth is your home, not a particular place, not a region, or let's say not a country also. You don't feel you are from India, you are from, let's say, Telangana, or you are from Hyderabad, but you feel that you are from Earth. That is the strongest feeling that you get. And, it is not forced something. And I say this to students, if you are, tomorrow you decide to join and become an astronaut, and you are floating in space, and if you happen to meet an alien, let's say, which will be quite scary, but if you were to meet an alien, how would you introduce yourself? Where are you from?
I'm from the Earth.
You are from the Earth, right? So your sense of belongingness, it comes from Earth the minute you go outside of Earth. So it feels that this is your home, that is your planet. The boundaries kind of dissolve, and you feel that your entire planet is your home. That is the first feeling that you get. Thank you.
Thank you so much for the answer, sir. That was truly informative.
Thank you, sir. That was wonderful. Children really mesmerized with your inputs. We now move on to Pranav for the next question.
Good morning, sir. My name is Pranav. I am the head boy of Delhi Public School, Mahendra Hills. And sir, I'd like to ask you, how was your childhood, sir? Were you very naughty? Were there any hobbies which you had? Like, what was that moment or something which you had that led to you becoming an army officer, a person in space? What was something in your childhood that could relate?
So in my childhood, I would tell you, I was probably also, if I was a child right now and there was an astronaut visiting my school, I would also have been sitting somewhere in the back row and talking away with my friends. That was what my childhood was. Gradually things happened. At every step when you move forward, you have to show interest. When we are young, we don't understand it. And it is fair, that is a time that you need to have fun and enjoy everything that you're doing. But as you grow, you have to show interest in something. So I think I was pulled towards the Air Force for some reasons. And when I got into the National Defense Academy and eventually when I started flying, I really enjoyed it, and I put in a lot of effort to learn that very well. You have to show interest, you have to work hard towards something, whatever it is, and it can be something that you like, you really enjoy doing, right? It doesn't have to be something that you don't enjoy, but choose that and then direct your attention towards that to become good at it. You will have to put in the work. But if you're enjoying while you're putting in the work, you won't feel the pain of putting the work, right? So that matching is very, very important. I was very fortunate. It happened to me in terms of flying. Like I really enjoyed, learning flying, doing new things and becoming better at it. So I think while I was putting in the work, I was also having fun. So that has to happen for each one of you. You can choose a field, you can choose a sector, you can choose a discipline, but whatever it is, you then have to put in the work to become good at it. And then gradually, every step I kept on doing things that I could do at that moment. The one trait that all of you should have, it doesn't matter how good you are right now. You are in a class, there is somebody coming first. There is somebody not coming first, 20th or 25th or I don't know how many students are in a class today, but there is somebody also coming last. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. As long as when you get out of here, you get into a field which you love and you then try to improve every time and become better at it over a period of time. Then within a matter of 5 to 10 years, you will be really great at what you do. That is what has to happen for all of you. So the ability to never give up and always trying to improve yourself is something that all of you should keep with yourself, because these 2 years are not your life. The next 20 years are going to be your life, right? That is how you should look at life. And that is what is going to define how well you are going to do. Thank you.
It's so interesting to think, sir, that today we all are sitting here and tomorrow if we really do put our effort into it, we can rise to such great heights quite literally and figuratively.
Absolutely,
Thank you, sir.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Good morning, sir. My name is Drishti Jha and I am the head girl of DPS Nacharam. So, sir, as your book says that skills need practice and you can't rely on training because these skills are those to maintain and hone your skills. On the same note, can you share your skills that helped you throughout your Air Force and your astronaut journey?
I think the single most important thing, not just for my career, I've met a lot of other people also who have been very successful at what they do. And the single most important thing that you can have is discipline in your life, right? Because you can be motivated one day, you can be inspired one day, you will not be inspired the next day, you will not be motivated the next day. But if you have the discipline to do the things that you need to do, then you will definitely be successful. So there are a lot of things that we need to cultivate, but the first and foremost is, I think discipline is very, very important. And if I can, one more quality that I would like all of you to develop, it would be resilience. The ability to move forward from failure, the ability to move forward from success, both of them. Learn from it, move forward, get on to the next task and do equally well. Do it one time, do it 2 times, do it 3 times, do it 10 times. And then you really become somebody that everybody will, recognize and, and it doesn't even matter if they recognize, but you will be very satisfied with where you have reached. So that are the 2 things, discipline and resilience, I would say, are on top of my list for anybody to have. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring and wise answer. I hope everyone here present reads your book and gets to learn and carve their path for a better future.
Yeah, I know. No, very few of you are disciplined right now. Very few of you are resilient right now. I was not disciplined. I was not resilient when I was your age. I know that. But what I'm saying to you is not for today. What I'm telling you is for next 20 years. Gradually, you can build it up. You can, progress in that direction. It will happen. Today is not the day. Today, you just need to know and go back from here and probably give it a thought. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your patient answers. I know the crowd is just waiting to go for the audience round. So we are done with the stage presentations and now the question round moves to our audience, and I would like to hand over the mic to my colleague Ms. Shiba for the audience round.
You can raise your hand if you want to ask questions. Okay, the first question goes here.
Good morning, Mr. Shukla sir. My name is Evan from Delhi Public School, Nadargul. And I would like to ask you, how did your journey change from being a fight pilot to an astronaut? Would you please take us down a trip of your memory lane of how you transitioned from being a fighter pilot to an astronaut?
Okay. Did everybody get the question? What was asked? How did my journey change from being a fighter pilot to being an astronaut?
Inspired by this.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Samar. Now we have the questions are open from the first floor. My colleague Anjali ma'am is there. So first floor, raise your hands those who want to ask questions to sir here. Let's see who is the lucky one. Anjali ma'am, hand over the mic to them.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. Children are very excited here, and there are a few more questions from this side. So first question goes to...
Greetings, sir. I'm Shubhayu Banerjee from DPS Nacharam. It's an honor to have you here. I'd like to ask, on the ISS, you performed roughly 7 experiments, Indian experiments in microgravity. Which result stuck with you the most or strike you was the most anomalous, the most surprising?
Thank you for your question, but a very good morning to you. We yet have some time to get to the evening. I took 7 different experiments with me to space, and all of them were fantastic, and even a simple experiment that you do in your lab, it becomes very challenging when you take it to the environment of space, because nothing, behaves in the same way. Like the water, when you try to drop a water doesn't drop. It becomes a ball and it will keep floating in space, right? Same thing happens with fire. When you light a candle, it doesn't burn like a flame. It burns like a ball, a sphere, because there is no gravity. So these things give you really peculiar insights into how do these things work when you are in space, right? The one that I really enjoyed was, I was working on stem cells to figure out how to prevent muscle loss when you are in space. Because when you get to microgravity, you don't use your muscles at all. So they degrade very quickly. So the researchers wanted to see that can we add some supplements to see if we can prevent this muscle loss in space. That was a very, very interesting experiment, and I really enjoyed doing that. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Science is exact, but it's always interesting, when we get to see science being pushed forward, and I hope that as science students, we also get to do that someday. Thank you, sir.
Absolutely. I hope so too. Thank you.
Thank you, Shubhayu. We move on to the other side. Anjali ma'am, I see a lot of hands here on the right side.
Ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. We have here also.
Yes, sir.
Good morning, sir. My name is Yashwan, and I am from Pallavi International School, Sagar Road. And my question to you is, when did you decided that to want to become a pilot?
When I was in class 12th. Actually not, before that I was in class 6th when I saw an air show, Indian Air Force show where I stay in Lucknow, and I was really fascinated by what was happening, But I did not think that I could be a fighter pilot. I did not decide it then. But eventually when I was in class 12th and all my friends, we were deciding, what should we do? That was the time I filled the form for National Defense Academy. And what was interesting, when I was filling the form, my parents did not really want me to go into National Defense Academy. So I did not tell them when I was writing the exam. I filled the form, I submitted it, I went and wrote the exam. I did not tell it at my home. And when the result came out, that was the time they knew that I have been selected in the NDA.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, sir, for that patient answer. We have some hands being raised from the ground floor. Shiba ma'am, would you like to give to somebody?
Ma'am, there is a girl that was standing on first row. Can you give her? Please stand up again. That one. Can you please give the mic to her?
Good morning, sir. It's an honor to meet you. My question for you is, did you lay out a blueprint starting from our age of how your future is going to look like? And what would your advice be for those conscious of planning their futures 60 years prior in one night?
Not at all. It doesn't work. You can think of whatever you want to do, eventually 10 years down the line, it will never work out the same way. I had no idea when I was your age, what am I going to do? I had no clue. But, as things happened, whenever there was an opportunity which came my way, I tried to grab that opportunity. Like, I told you, National Defense Academy, when it came, I applied for it. And when I went to the academy, I tried to do as good as I could do while I was training there and while I was in the academy. And the same thing I followed, at every step in the future. So I did not know I would reach here today. But what I did know at every step when I was there, that I need to do better. I need to get somewhere better than where I am today, every time. So I think that is what has defined my life over a period of years. You guys are much more intelligent and much more aware than what I was when I was your age, right? So you know much more. Plan out things, but don't think too much into the future. What you have in front of you, go and try to do it as well as you can. That's all. And then move on to the next step. That has been my life. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, good morning.
Hey.
Sir, good morning, sir. I am...
Where are you?
Here, sir. I am Akash Prashant from DPS Nadagul. I would love to know that whenever you face difficult situations or failures or difficult times, what kept you motivated?
Okay, I think this is an excellent question. And audience, can you please, if don't listen to any other answer, listen to this one. Can we have silence, please? Thank you so much. The question that he has asked is, what do you do when you are faced with some difficult situation, or when you are faced with a challenge which you feel you cannot do, or when you get scared, when you are anxious for doing something? And there are kids who came here and spoke on stage in front of you today, right? When I was their age, I would have probably never done that. I did not have the courage to walk up on a stage and talk to such a big audience. I did not have it. But then gradually, over a period of years in my life, what I've realized is it only happens when you start doing those things that you have the courage to do it, right? You will do it once, you will do it twice, you will do it thrice, and then you will be okay in doing things. So first time you will be scared. So whenever you are scared, always ask this one question to yourself, that if not me, who? If I cannot do this, who can do this? And then try to put somebody else in your position and think about it. You will almost always find that if somebody else can do it, you can also do it. They also have the same qualities that you have. It is just a difference in how they are thinking. So always ask this question. I've always asked this. Even today I ask this question, that if not me, who? And I always find the answer that I can also do those things which I find very difficult. That is how I have navigated this, and I would also urge you to do that. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. It was so inspiring.
Children, all of you, it's such a wonderful moment to have such a luminary amongst us today. It's not every day that an astronaut comes to your school, children. You're very, very blessed. So please make the most of this beautiful moment, and I request all of you to maintain silence and soak in this beautiful memory that you're going to take back for life. Request all the teachers to please monitor. Thank you.
We have few more questions from here, ma'am.
Good morning, sir. I am Anshul Patra and Jai Jagannath. I represent my state Odisha, where the heart of Lord Vishnu Shri Krishna lies. So my question is that you are an astronaut. So you have to deal with various agencies such as ISRO, ISS, NASA. So like as a daughter of a scientist who works in a government department, I have seen that there are a lot of political pressures, geopolitical pressures, and then work politics are also there. And you know what, being a team leader, you have to deal with various different sorts of characters. So how do you keep it all balanced while keeping your strategies and your methodology in mind? How do you balance all the equations, especially leading such a great mission like Gaganyaan and many other things?
Thank you so much, and I'm very happy to know you are representing the state of Odisha. Great to meet you. Excellent question. life is all about balance, right? You will always have different situations, you will always have different viewpoints, different mindsets, and the ability to work with all of them is really a key skill. There is no one right answer to any question that we can answer, right? There can be 10 different paths to achieving the same goal. You just have to find the one that works best for all the people who are involved with you, right? So that is a skill that you learn over a period of time, working with different individuals, keeping everybody's interest in mind, keeping the higher objective or the bigger goal in mind, both of them together. And then you decide together and move forward in that direction. It is not a decision, it is a skill that you develop over a period of time to be able to work with different people from different places and different mindsets and always find a solution that works well for all of them. So I'm sure you will develop that over the next few years when you get out of here and start working somewhere.
Yes, sir. I'm actually very arrogant and stubborn, and I have been a leader many times in my life. So I have a really very big mission. I have lot of visions, and as an astronaut, you must also be having such a very big vision for India. But due to a lot of higher authorities, it must have been submerged. So how do you keep that anger, little bit of feelings subside in yourself?
Okay, excellent. Fantastic. I think the first step you have already taken. At least you are aware you are arrogant, and that has already happened. I am also very arrogant.
Yes,
and
sir, my father is also very arrogant. He has learned it like after 25 years working in the atomic minerals department, which is connected to ISRO.
I am so happy to hear that. You know what it indicates? It indicates the passion that you have, that you want to make a change. That is very, very heartening to see. But can I share something with you? When I went to space, there is a small story that I would like to share with you.
Yes, sir.
And I like to share with all of you. This hall, when we sit in this hall, doesn't it look big to us? Does it look big? Is it a big hall, right?
Yes, sir.
There are 3,000 of you sitting here in this hall. It's a big hall. When you get out of this hall and you look at this entire school, that is even bigger, right?
Yes,
and
sir.
when let's say you are going to a mountain, let's say you're climbing a mountain or going somewhere, and you look at a mountain, doesn't it look really big to you? It looks very big, right?
Yes, sir.
The Statue of Unity that we have is a very big statue that we have. It is a huge statue.
Yes, sir.
So when I was in space and I was looking back at Earth, Earth is really massive. All this that looks big to us, it is actually not big. It is very, very small in comparison to the size of Earth. Earth is absolutely massive. And if you think about it, Earth is not the biggest planet of our solar system, right? Jupiter is the biggest planet, right? And Jupiter can house 1,300 Earths. That is the size.
Yes, sir, I know it.
Right? Our solar system is not the biggest solar system of the galaxy.
There are many others, sir.
Our galaxy is not the biggest galaxy of our cluster. Our cluster is not the biggest cluster of the supercluster, and the supercluster, you can keep going on and on till the scale of universe, right? So, if you look at this entire scheme of things, who I am and what I think doesn't really matter.
Yes, sir.
It is not very important.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Right?
Jai Jagannath, sir.
Jai Jagannath. So, please keep working. Please be passionate, because if we are not passionate, we will not change anything. But don't attach too much of importance to your thought. Don't think that just because you are saying it or just because I am saying it, everybody needs to listen. Doesn't happen that way. Be hopeful. Things will change if you keep trying, but it is not that important. You are just another human being. I am just another human being, and we will go. Okay? Thank you.
We have few more questions from this side, sir.
Namaste and a very warm and cheerful morning to you, sir, our respected chairman, Kumraya sir, Yashasvi sir, teachers and all the students present here. Myself, C. Hemant from grade 10 from Pallavi Model School, Bodupal. And sir, I am very proud to represent my school as a literary secretary in this wonderful cosmic conversation. So, my question to you is, sir, what was the toughest part of your preparation for your space mission, and how did you overcome it?
Thank you, Peter. Thank you for your question. I think toughest part of any journey is to continue working when you don't know what is going to be the result, eventually. So like I said, you see me today because we have done a 20-day mission last year. But before that, I was training for 5 years. And I did not know if I'll go to space or not. I had no idea. So the ability to continue doing the work when you don't have the end in sight, I think that is the toughest challenge of any journey. And that is what you need to do. The mundane is very, very important to get to the exciting. So that is the part that you have to keep in mind. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Your words were really informative and very adventurous. Thank you once again. Jai Hind.
Jai Hind.
We have another question.
Can we have some from the top row also, ma'am? Do we have a mic there? In the third row, do we have a mic?
Good morning, sir. My name is Rishabh. I am from Akshara Vagdevi International School, Secunderabad. My question to you, sir, is if you could introduce new program in every school to young astronauts, what would it be?
Okay. So if I could teach something to every school or every student in schools, that what would I teach them, right? One thing? That is what your question is?
Yes, sir.
I would say, very honestly, I don't know what we are teaching today in schools, if it is going to be relevant when you get out there and you start working. Because things are changing so fast and so rapidly, technology is changing so quickly. We don't know if what we are studying today is going to be relevant tomorrow. But what I would urge, and I hope that it is happening here, I'm sure it would be, if we can teach the foundational skills or the character that you need to adapt to everything. So when you become an astronaut and you go to space, you're not taught what to be done, what is to be done. That is not what is taught to you. You're taught the basic skills because you don't know what problems you're going to face there. So you learn the skills and then you go out there and you apply those skills and find a solution to any new problem that comes in your way. And that is what I would urge all of you to learn. Make your skills, build your skills so that no matter what the problem is when you go outside, you are able to tackle them, you are able to solve them. That is what I would like all of you to learn. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I will be excited to contribute to any initiation to encourage students to dream big and explore space. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. I hope you do.
Thank you so much, sir.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir. I am Shashank from Pallavi International School, Kisara. And I still can't believe that I'm talking to an astronaut right now. And it's my privilege to do so. Sir, my question for you is, what can students do today, like in the student age, to improve their chances in becoming an astronaut in the future?
Three things. You have to, be medically fit. You have to be physically fit. And you have to be psychologically fit. Three things. And obviously the fourth one is the ability for you to stand out in whichever sector you are, whether you are a scientist, researcher, engineer, but you have to really have done something which makes you, stand out in that pool of applicants who are there. So, medically fit, eat good food, try to eat as less junk food as possible. That is one. Physically fit, do something, play some sport, do some exercise every day. And psychologically fit, I think the most important of it all is have good mental strength, Doesn't matter what is happening today, it's a long life. Don't get discouraged and don't get, burdened by something that is happening in the moment. It's a very long life. You have to have the ability to learn from it and move on. Only these three things you have to do. If you do that, you have a very strong chance of getting there.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
I have another question, sir.
Beta, can we go to the top row, please? Yes.
Second floor. Yeah, I can see the microphone there. Go for the question.
A very good morning, sir. It's a privilege to have you here. The question I want to ask you is, what are the various technical qualifications and forms of experience required to become a reputable astronaut like yourself?
That's a long answer, beta. But what I would tell you is that right now the test pilots are being chosen for mission Gaganyaan, but that is only for the first 2 or 3 missions. Then this will open up to all the disciplines. So you can be an engineer, you can be a scientist, researcher, chemist, biologist. You would be able to apply to be an astronaut. But the 3 things that I mentioned to him, these are the 3 things that you have to keep in mind. Medical fitness, physical fitness, and psychological fitness to be able to get there. And whatever expertise is required to be an astronaut, you will be taught there. You will be trained. So you don't have to have them from the beginning. Thank you.
Thank you for your valuable insights, sir. I really appreciate it.
Pranav, I think you have a question there. Can you pass the mic to Pranav?
Good afternoon, sir. I am Pranav Patro from grade 10O, DPS Nacharam. And I have a doubt that what do you think is the biggest sacrifice or challenge that we have to face to become such a successful person like you? And what are the upcoming challenges in the Gaganyaan mission?
The biggest challenge is, like I said, what do you want now and what do you want in the long run? These are 2 very different things, right? I'm sure all of you want to be very, very successful, right? You want to do very well in whichever field you choose. Let's say you want to be an engineer. I'm sure you want to be a very good engineer and do some great work for the country or, contribute to the national progress, right? But right now, when you have the mobile in your hand, right now what do you want the most? Is to look at reels. That is what is the most satisfying things that we feel in the moment. So the ability to give up what you want now to what you want in the long run, I think that is the most challenging aspect of whatever you do. If you can do that, I'm sure, I'm confident you will be very successful. Thank you.
Good morning, sir. Okay, so my question is that throughout your journey, you must have faced a lot of distractions. And building that sort of discipline does not come within a short period of time. So I want to ask you what your motivation was. What was your driving goal that helped you reach wherever you are right now?
The value of discipline is that it doesn't need motivation. And that is why it is very important, right? So yes, there is a long-term goal. There is a motivation that you can set your eyes on something and you work towards it. But the characteristic of discipline is that, this is right. Even if you don't feel like doing it, you go ahead and do it. That is why you need to develop. And you are right, it doesn't come in one day. It takes time. It takes time to build it up over a long period of years. But if you can develop that habit of being disciplined, it will make you do the work even when you don't want to do it. That is why it is very, very important.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Somebody from the ground floor? Sasha is ready. She's been lifting her hand since long.
Very good afternoon, sir. Shubhanshu, sir. I am Tanish from DPS Nacharam. And I am one of your biggest fans, sir. And from the bottom of my heart, I'm one of the biggest fans. And I just wanted to ask you a question. As a commander, how did you interact with your crewmates, everyone has their own perspective as an astronaut, right? So how did you interact? How did you command together and work as a team using like maybe different languages? So how did you do it, sir?
No, I think this is one of the key skills that you need to have when you are, training to be an astronaut. Ability to work in teams. And what I believe personally is that human beings on Earth, it doesn't matter which country you are from, we are much more alike than what we would like to believe. People from Poland, Hungary, US, Europe, Africa, doesn't matter. No, we are very similar. We just have, different cultures and different appearances. But if you can break through that upper layer, we are all very alike. We laugh at the same things, we feel bad about the same things. And when you can get to that second level, automatically you have a really good team which works very well. So I was very fortunate to have a great team, and we interacted very well. There was no problem for us in dealing with situations, whether they were good or bad, tense or not so tense. But I think that is one of the key skills that you need to have when you be an astronaut. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir. I'm sure children, all of you, each one of you would be raring to ask your questions, but due to paucity of time, sir, we would like to restrict it to the final question from Sasha here.
Good morning, sir. My name is Sasha. I'm from DPS Nacharam. So my question is, I'm curious as to whether there was ever a specific moment that, or a person, a book, some experience in your childhood that made you feel like you could actually achieve this. Being an astronaut, so many kids dream of it. It's such a big thing. But what made you feel like, or give you the confidence that you could actually achieve this?
Like I said, there were a lot of people who have inspired me. There are a lot of people who have motivated me to do well. But I think my 3 years at the National Defence Academy were a very transformational period for me. So when you go into NDA, in the first month itself, a lot of kids, they leave the academy and they go back. It is very hard, physically very, very demanding and very challenging. And I had no background I used to play in school, but only for fun. Like, it was not a, proper coaching and, professional way of doing that. So when I went there, it was very hard on me also. I lost about 20 kgs of weight in 1 month. Now I was 70 and I came down to 50 in the academy. But I don't know what was the trigger point, but very early on, I felt there was a group of people, obviously, who's training alongside you. But very early on, I developed this, thought in my mind that if the person next to me can do it, then I can also do it. And that is what made me go through it for a very long period of time. And today, I hope that all of you also feel that anybody who is doing great work in the field, like, biggest of people who are doing wonders wherever they are like you and me. So if they can do it, we can also do it. That is a thought that we need to have in whatever we do. No difference is there between them and us. It is just the power of the mindset that you have. If they can believe that they can do it, and you believe that you can do it, you will eventually get there. You just have to believe that. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Children, put your hands together for that lovely, patient insights that sir has given each one of us here. Thank you so much, sir. We are truly indebted for your valuable insights, and I'm sure it's going to touch many, many lives. And maybe a big promise, but probably we'll churn out an astronaut from DPS and Pallavi group of schools, and that we will come to a full circle. Thank you so much, sir. And we move on now to the next part of the presentation.
A journey of exploration is not only written in the skies, it is also captured through words, experiences and reflections. We now move towards a special moment where our guest will present his inspiring book, sharing his thoughts and experiences with the management of Delhi Public School Nacharam and DPS PGO's group of schools. May I request Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla sir to kindly present his book to our respected management.
We now have an A-wheel.
awaiting has arrived. Today, we have the rare privilege of listening to a trailblazer who has carried the dreams of a billion hearts beyond the boundaries of Earth. His journey embodies courage, discipline, perseverance, and the limitless possibilities of human endeavor. May I now request our esteemed chief guest, Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla, sir, to address the gathering.
Sorry, I want to drag you 1 minute, madam. Thank you, guys. Are you all ready? Before if they have modified the program. सर जी आपका परमिशन से एक वीडियो दिखाना चाहता हूँ मैडम आपका सुभान जी का वीडियो डू यू वांट टू सी हिज वीडियो हाउ ही अभी वेब्स आ जाएगा सर अभी वेब्स आ जाएगा आप बैठ जाइए सर अब आप बैठिए अभी मैडम आई रिक्वेस्ट आवर ऑर्गेनाइजर्स टू प्ले द वीडियो गाइस नाउ यू आर गोइंग टू एक्सपीरियंस द ग्रेट वाइब्स वीडियो प्लीज
You must have heard the saying that one must not judge a book by its cover, but water cover. And I am referring here.
Check. Okay, how many of you who is this? Who is this person? Do you know? So the title of my book is called The Second Orbit. And you know why it is called the second orbit? Because the first orbit happened for India in 1984. And I'm sure none of you were born. But who went to space in 1984 from India? He is Wing Commander Rakesh Sharma, our first Indian astronaut, who is on the screen. Where is Naresh? Can you call him, please? We don't need to play this video. The other one we have, if you know, otherwise I'll come and show you. You can bring the laptop and play. So they wanted to play a different video, but they played this one. He gave a message for my book. That was what the video was about. We've already interacted. We will try to sort this out and show you a small clip of what the mission was, and then we will conclude. But I do hope that all of you read the book, learn something from it, and carry this journey that I had going to space with you back home. And I hope it inspires you to do something, whichever field or whichever subject or whichever discipline you choose, but just to keep improving every day and moving forward. So I hope you take that back whenever you read this book, and I am able to share some part of this space journey with all of you. Let us see if we can get this sorted out and play a small movie for you.
I just want Hungarian people to know that we did this. We were able to achieve this. And it completely doesn't matter for me who is in the suit. I am proud, but I just want them to be proud as well.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lift off.
For 3 nations, a new chapter in space takes flight. Godspeed, X4.
Welcome, Earthlings. Great. It's an amazing feeling to be in orbit for the first time. When I looked out through the window for the first time, the view was just stunning.
Wow, what a ride it was. But when the ride started, it was something. Like you're getting pushed back into the seat. It was an amazing ride. And then suddenly, nothing. It was an amazing feeling.
We also wanted to thank you for basically thanks for everyone around the world, and every person, every team who made this beautiful day happen.
Grace crew, welcome aboard the International Space Station. Peggy, welcome back. It's a great honor and privilege to have such a legendary astronaut on board with us. And Thibaut, Shooks and Swab, congratulations on your first space flight.
Thank you to all participants at the station. We are now resuming operational audio communications.
I travel to space with the dreams of a billion hearts with me. I want them to live this journey with me because I feel that it is equally theirs as it is mine. Because I feel that this is truly the journey of an entire nation.
And look where we can go when we work together on common platform, common science, then sky is no longer the limit. We can explore space, we can explore science, we can explore technology and build new solutions for the future.
The X4 crew came here with a purpose and a really busy agenda. This was a great mission and we enjoyed it the most. So now we will return home and we will spread the word in our countries that these things are within our reach. These things are possible even for smaller countries like ours.
It's always great to work with a bunch of professionals, which you are, but it's even more special to work with folks that have become our friends even more deeply. Thank you.
Thank you to the Axiom 4 crew.
And we have splashdown of the AX4 crew back on planet Earth.
Welcome home.
I think it's really important to have these examples of people to show the new young generation that actually there are no boundaries. Your dreams, your careers, and your lives have no limits. This is what you dream of, then you can pursue.
Enjoying? We all need to stand and give him a standing ovation. Guys, can we all? We are thanking you, sir, for the coming and visiting Hyderabad का आपका टूर है 2 दिन का. इतना वाइब्स, इतना एनर्जी आप देख सकते हैं, आप सुन सकते हैं. Thank you so much. We owe a lot to you. And again, February 28th को भी बड़ा प्रोग्राम होने वाला है हैदराबाद में प्रधानमंत्री जी को लेके आने का. अब you need to visit again and again. Thank you so much, organizers.
At DPS PGOS group of schools, we celebrate excellence in every form, on the field, in the classroom and beyond. Today we honor our young achievers whose dedication, hard work and determination have brought pride to our institutions. We have a group of students who are achievers in various categories on the stage with our esteemed guests.
Congratulations to our achievers. Your accomplishments are a reflection of your passion and commitment to excellence. May your success inspire many more students to pursue their dreams with confidence and determination. A big round of applause for our young champions.
Sagan once said, "Somewhere, something incredible is waiting to be known." Today, we were reminded that that something doesn't have to be limited to just the earth. In fact, it never was. Greetings to all our distinguished dignitaries. I, Sanvi, the head girl of grade 10 at Delhi Public School, Nacharam, am privileged to stand here today and present the vote of thanks. Allow me to begin by expressing our heartfelt gratitude to our distinguished guests for the invaluable knowledge, experiences, and perspectives shared with us today. To our school management for providing us with the opportunity to learn from individuals whose work has reshaped the way we look at the world and beyond. And to the heads of DPS Nacharam for the relentless support, constant encouragement, and steadfast guidance in making this event a grand success. A special thanks goes to DGM Sarita ma'am for a meticulous planning, seamless coordination, and tireless efforts in bringing every aspect of this program together. Our profound appreciation also goes to every member of the organizing team for their dedication and commitment behind the scenes, the IT team for ensuring the smooth technical execution of the event, and the media team for beautifully capturing. Lastly, a special word of thanks goes to all the students present here for lending not only your ears but also your open and inquisitive minds to today's event. To conclude, I'd like to return to the words with which I started this speech. Carl Sagan once said, "Somewhere, something incredible is waiting to be known." Today, that something felt a little closer, a little clearer, not because we started looking farther than the stars, but because we had the privilege of learning from those who have. Thank you and have a wonderful day.
We now have a video which Sir wants to share with all of you children.
Okay, so first let me ask you, did you enjoy the video that I showed you? Do you want to see another one? I will not be able to show everything, what happened in space, but what I would like to share with you, in 1984 when Wing Commander Rakesh Sharma had gone to space, something iconic, a kind of conversation happened between the then Prime Minister Srimati Indira Gandhi and Rakesh Sharma sir. Do you remember what the conversation was? She asked him कि ऊपर से भारत कैसा दिखता है? सारे जहां से अच्छा. This is what he said, सारे जहां से अच्छा. And there are some students also who are giving me the answers even though you were not there when this conversation happened. I was not there when that conversation happened. I was also born in 1985. But it became iconic for our country. It became a beacon of inspiration, a source of inspiration for such a long time. So, I did not have something so profound to say when I was there, but what I would like to do is I would like to show you how India looks from space. And that is the video that I would like to show you. We will be coming from the Indian Ocean side, from the southern side of our planet, and we will be crossing India from the peninsular region. Don't play it right now, I'll tell you when to play. And we'll be crossing the peninsular region. You will see the cities like Bengaluru, we'll see Hyderabad in the video, and then we will go north and we will look at Himalayas, and eventually you will see sunrise from space. You will also see purple flashes that are happening on ground. In the video you will see. They are essentially thunderstorms or lightnings that are happening on ground. So let us have a look. Although it is very bright, I don't know if we can switch off the lights. If we can switch off the lights, it will be really great because the video is really dark. Yeah, maybe this is better. So the green curvature you see, that is the boundary of Earth. And let us see how bright this is. Can we play the video, please? Yeah, these flashes that you see, these are thunderstorms that are happening on ground. And this bright light that you see, this peninsular region, this is India. And the brightest city that you see, that is Bangalore. Top of that is Hyderabad, where we are right now. And look at how the flashes are happening from space. And this dark region that you see, this is Himalayas. And now you will see a sunrise from space. And I can tell you it is even more beautiful when you see it in person. And when you get to space, you get to see this sunrise 16 times in 24 hours. You know, that is how quickly you go around the earth. So I hope this is reason enough for you to be motivated and go to space, see it for yourself, and probably, you know, even go beyond, go to the moon. Thank you so much for having me. It was great to interact with all of you. And if I can leave you with one message and one message only, you know, before leaving, I would say to you what I said from orbit, that sky was never the limit. Not for me, not for you, and not for Bharat. Jai Hind and Jai Bharat. Thank you.
As we conclude this historic gathering, let us unite in pride and respect for our beloved nation. May I request everyone to kindly rise for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तब जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
We request all the students to please be seated. We will have an organized dispersal. Please be seated, students. Ms. Krishna to please come on stage for the dispersal. Directions.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'll be there. I request all students to be seated. I kindly request NCC students to close the doors once the VIPs are out of the AGM. I want all volunteers, NCC volunteers, to be at the exit points. I don't want anyone to exit. All NCC students near the exit points. 2 NCC cadets at one exit. Ground floor will not exit now. All right wing and left wing. Pallavi students to be seated. No Pallavi students will move, please. DPS class 9 students, please stand up. Class 9, class 10 to please exit from the 3 corners of the auditorium. Pallavi students will not move. Both the closed. I want both doors to be closed. No in and exit. Third floor to exit first. 2 lines. The dispersal should happen in 2 lines. 3 exits on third floor.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.